Hello, everyone. Welcome to the kickoff event of Cohort 12. We will wait a couple of minutes for people to gather. And in the meantime, you've already started writing where you're from. So it would be amazing to hear from all of you. Where in the world you are at the moment. Please let us know in the chat. And as it was also just mentioned in the chat, if you are going to be a study group lead in cohort 12, please rename yourself in this Zoom account, adding an asterisk, this kind of star symbol in front of your names. That would be amazing. Oh, wow, it just reached 100 people. Welcome, everyone. And it would be as well amazing to see your beautiful faces. So if you're able to, please turn on your cameras. Seems like we have people from all over the world, from Lagos, New York, India, Albania. So this community is really spanning all over the world. Amazing. So I think we can start. So again, welcome everyone to the start of cohort 12. We are very, very excited to have you on board on this journey of 6 weeks. And yeah, it's going to be a really exciting time full of learning. And I'm going to share a presentation right now with you. And we're going to start us off. So today, essentially, we're going to explain how the program is going to be run. What are the different pieces involved in the program? We're going to talk about unit network, what it is, how is the program structured, and also we're going to touch upon one of the most important pieces of the program, which is study group leads, so that you have a good foundational basis to start learning straight after this kickoff session. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen now. Okay, welcome everyone to Unit Masters Cohort 12. Now I would love to give mic to the founder of Unit Masters, Yip, to tell us a few words about the program and about Unit Network.
Hi everyone, very pleased to welcome you to the 12th cohort of Unit Masters. It's our signature 6 weeks program for blockchain education, in which we will cover the basics of the new internet, the internet of value, which we call it's the evolution from Web 2 to Web 3. And we're just at the beginning of this massive shift in technology. So what you will see is how can we actually make use of cryptocurrencies and blockchains to build the economy of the future. What is actually Unit Masters? It's one of our initiatives within Unit Network. Unit Network is a layer 1 blockchain. And what is layer 1 blockchain? You will learn in the 3rd week of the Unit Masters program. But in essence, we are a technology platform that enables to create a new form of economy, an economy that is more just, more fair, that aims at reducing wealth or extreme wealth inequality in the world. So it does so by providing the infrastructure for tokens to float around. What are tokens? Tokens are digital containers that can embed value of all forms into the digital format that can flow around the economy. That all might sound a bit cryptic or abstract to you guys, but this is why, no worries. You will learn step by step what is the idea behind Internet of Value, what is the token economy, what is actually a blockchain, what is a coin, what is cryptocurrencies, and then how can we actually all make use of that to benefit from the benefits, from the merits of innovation. So welcome everyone. It's the 12th time that we're doing this cohort. And I will stop here and give the word back to Vaida, who is our program manager and study group lead, and who will be the face or the guiding person throughout the course for the next 6 weeks, next to Agama, who you can also see as Unit Masters on the screen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. So in terms of the program, we are now going to be delving deeper a little bit into understanding what is waiting for you over the next 6 weeks. So during these weeks, we will invite 12 different industry experts to speak and coach you guys about different aspects of this token economy. And we actually have some really exciting people coming up. And we can't wait for you to hear what they're going to share. And one of the important pieces of the Unit Masters program is that it's free of charge. So it's completely free for every one of you. And we believe that it's important that education is inclusive to really build that future economy together. And education is one of the most powerful weapons with which we can really change the world for the better. So every week, you will have 2 sessions focusing on 2 major aspects. So you're going to have a session on a Thursday and on a Friday. So on a Thursday is going to be speakers coming and speaking about different important blockchain and kind of token economist topics. And then on Fridays, we will have workshops with more practical implementation, let's say how to use a wallet, an exchange, or how to mint an NFT. So every session is going to be held at 3 p.m. UTC. So if you haven't already, please do mark these sessions on your calendars so that you remember to attend them live. We really recommend you to attend sessions live because in this way, you can actually interact with the speakers and ask them questions. So during every session, there is time for you to ask questions directly to the speakers. So it's a very great opportunity. And also, if you have registered to be a study group lead, there's also going to be an optional Ask Me Anything session every Tuesday. Looking into the course flow, so there's going to be 6 different modules focused on different topics. So we will start next week So already on Monday with the first module, which is decentralization and the Internet of Value. And also we are going to have a workshop on onboarding to Web3. Then module 2 is going to be focused on the economy ecosystem, module 3 on blockchain and incentive alignment, module 4 on NFTs, DeFi, and other projects, module 5 on stakeholder capitalism and sustainability, and the last module, we're going to dive deeper into unit-driven token economy and understand how you can start utilizing unit network platform and what it even is. So during every module, you will have some self-study material, which is going to be certain articles or videos, which we really recommend you to read before each session. So these different study materials are going to be held on the Unit Masters platform. So in that platform, we will be opening up the modules every single week. So we're going to be opening up the module for next week already today. So you can start learning already the material for module 1. So we really recommend you that you learn and read these materials in the first few days of the week, so that when you get to go to these speaker sessions, to these live sessions on Thursday and Friday, you already have the base understanding, and then it will be easier for you to understand what the speakers are saying. You will be more equipped to just get the most out of these sessions. And also, some of the modules will include some assignments, and we also really recommend you to do these assignments to really put your learning into practice. And also, the modules will contain some quizzes and some personal pro-business growth videos that are optional, but they're really, really helpful. Also, every module will have a certificate that you can get, and we really, really recommend you to apply for certificate for each of the modules. And if you apply for the certificates of each of the modules, you will be able to get the final certificate and graduate from the program. So the information about how to get the certificate is going to be outlined in the Unit Masters platform. So this is, again, kind of a brief sort of summary of how the week would look like for you guys for the next 6 weeks. So do mark your calendars and ensure that you have the time to invest into the program. So every week, as I mentioned, there will be certification, so you have to apply for a certificate every week, which you will find on the Unit Masters platform. Okay, now I will move on to another topic, which is also very important in our program, which is study groups. So if you are a study group lead, please do write now in the chat so that we know that you're here. We actually have quite a lot of people already that have applied to become study group leaders, which is really, really exciting. But before that, I just wanted to give a quick introduction about what are study groups and why they are so important. So essentially, study groups are online or in real life student community meetings. So in study groups, people come together to exchange their thoughts, ideas about different topics in the modules. And sometimes they even support each other in achieving their professional goals. Let's say start a career in Web3. So sometimes study groups can be specific to a topic like career or arts, NFTs, etc., or they can be just general and that are focused on exchanging thoughts about course content, sharing assignments with each other, and supporting each other as you go through the program. So it is a really, really helpful to join a study group in order to stay accountable and to really get the most out of the program, because learning with others is way more powerful than learning just by yourself, and it's also way more fun. So if you maybe don't understand certain things about the topic, study groups is a good place to ask how other students understood that topic. And also, a lot of the times when we look into the same material, we have different ideas. So hearing how others perceive the same content or the same speaker session could also help you spark new ideas on your own. So this is a very powerful part of the program, and we really recommend to join the study groups, and we'll share the link to the already established study group so you can start joining one of them. Also, there's still an opportunity to become a study group lead. So especially, we still really want study group leads from Latin America or USA or Europe. So these are the regions that still we don't have that many study group leads. We have a lot at the moment in Africa. But I will also share a form here for you to become a study group lead. It's a really great opportunity to really become ambassador and the face of the program. And we really value people that do take up this leadership role and become study group leads. It's a really great learning opportunity for you. You really get to practice a lot of soft skills. It helps you to stay accountable and get the most out of the program. And also afterwards, if you would be an active study group lead from unit master's perspective, we also will support you, and there will be a lot of opportunities coming up. And this is also a good thing to put into your CV when you graduate from the programs, because you might want to pursue a career in Web3 and blockchain space. So that's also really good kind of experience for you to add. And if you do join a study group, which we really recommend you to do, please come to your study group sessions on time, introduce yourself in your study group chats. And we understand that sometimes when you join a study group, you will see that, okay, maybe that study group is not for me, maybe the timing doesn't work for me anymore. And that's fine, but just please do inform the study group lead or write in the chat that you cannot be part of that group anymore, that you're leaving. So it's really important to communicate. And also don't expect the study group lead to always initiate the conversations. Also, come to the study group chats, come to the study group meetings prepared, and initiate discussions. Tell what you want to talk about, share your learnings, because you all are co-creating the study group together. Okay, now I wanted to give the mic to one of our community leads. So Agama, please go ahead and tell us what is the community in Unit Masters and why is it so important?
Hey people, Agama here from Nigeria, and I'm very excited to see you all today. It's amazing to have over hundreds of you joining us today for this kickoff ceremony. I'm so excited to have you here. So Unit Masters community is a community of over 10,000 alumni, and that includes also you who have just started this program. And it's very interesting that you're here for this blockchain education program. And our goal is to build a strong community of blockchain literate people all over the world. And that starts with you here in the Unit Master students community. So over the next 6 weeks, you'll be part of the Cohort 12, after which you proceed to the alumni community and also form a part of the ambassadors program for those who would come in. But primarily, we'll communicate via Telegram with you in this Cohort 12. As you can see on the screen, we champion inclusion, and we have people from all across the world, as you can already see from the chats when a lot of us dropped our countries to know where we're from. Now, one thing I want you to be mindful of is while you're on Telegram, the chat there is from people from all over the world, like I've said, and it's quite a public space. And so that means that you have people from different cultures and different backgrounds. And that means you have to be mindful of your language. There has to be a show of respect. And then if you have any reason to have any personal issues, please communicate with the community managers first. And if it's a persistent issues, we always try to kind of provide a means for you to actually put forward any technical issues you have. So we'll always have that in the chat. We'll find a way to always put the message across to you. You'll be receiving a lot of mails from us, and you'll also be receiving announcements. That's why I'll be dropping the announcement channel for you here. The link to the announcement channel, I'll be dropping it here for those who have not already subscribed to the Unit Masters Cohort 12 announcement channel. It's where you get, you'll be able to receive announcements from the Unit Masters team. So you don't have to miss out on important communication by checking the Unit Masters main group. So I'm gonna be dropping the link here in the chat, and I encourage you all to subscribe. I think as of now, we have about 24 people already subscribed. We actually need more people to subscribe so you'll be able to get the information that you need. Also, if you're not already on the Telegram channel for Cohort 12, I'll also be dropping that link here so you can quickly join that. It's very important so you can be abreast of information that will be shared. We'll also be dropping this on YouTube as well as sending via emails for those who don't already have it. Another thing is that as part of your onboarding process for the mail that was sent to you, there's a form that you have to actually fill for us to get to know who you are. So it's the who we are participants form. We'll also be sharing that later on. It's very important because we need to know who you are, where you're joining from, and so we'll be sharing that link. So that takes me to the community dues. You have to be courteous, you have to promote the community, you have to avoid spamming the group, you need to attend your community calls and sessions because they are very rich and they will further enrich your Unit Masters learning experience. It's very important for you to participate and engage in your study group meetings and also within the general community. It's great for you to provide peer support because we are a community, and community actually, the strength of a community is in sharing and engaging. So we invite you to provide some form of peer support to other students who might need some support during the course of the program. So you have, like I said, you have to be active in your study group. And also I have dropped the link to the different social media handles. I would want you all to join, to follow us on social media, especially Twitter, on LinkedIn, on YouTube. And so when you join, when you follow us on YouTube, you like us or subscribe to our YouTube channel, ensure to click on the notification bell so you know when we are live and when there's a new video for you to watch also. Very importantly, at the end of the screen there, you can see engage and write about your blockchain learning experience at Unit Masters. This is very, very key. The more you share about Unit Masters program, the more you share about your blockchain learning experience, the more you share about what you have learned in the program, and I think the more you actually solidify the learning that you have gained over the course of 6 weeks. So for every week, we encourage you to share your learnings on social media, and then the official hashtag is Unit Masters. I'm going to put that in the chat. It's Unit Masters, so you always use that. And what that means is for every post that you make on social media using that hashtag, it will show up on our social wall. That means we can curate what your experience is, we'll know what you're talking about when it comes to the Unit Masters program. So basically, that's it for me, for the community. I look forward to engaging with you further over the next 6 weeks. Thank you, Vida.
Thank you, Gama, for the introduction of Unit Masters community. It is really one of the most important pieces of the program. And it really starts from you guys. So please do utilize the Unit Master chats, do use them mindfully. And share your learning, share your experiences with assignments, experiences of the program. We'd love to hear it. And maybe there are also some interesting resources that you found regarding the topics that are going to be covered in the program. Also, please do let us and the other students know. That can be very valuable to many people. Okay, so when it comes to who is involved in the program, we have quite a few people that are designing this program for you guys in order to make this happen. And we also have, quite a few exciting partners that are also involved in the program. And you're going to also hear about some opportunities with our partners later on. Okay, so how to get ready for the program. So please do join a study group. Again, the link will be shared with you in a bit and as well in the chats. If you want to really step up and take up a leadership role, do fill in a form to become a study group lead. Again, it will be shared with you in a moment. Also sign up to Unit Network. So it would be great if one of the unit Masters team members would share the link right now. So Unit Network is it's really important that you do join it, and it's going to be crucial for you in order to get a certificate. And we will also have a session on Unit Network during the last module, but please do already go and join the platform. It's really easy to sign up. It will take you like 15 seconds. Okay, then if you haven't already, please do join the Telegram groups. So the Cohort 12 student Telegram group, and also the announcements channel that Agama has just mentioned to you. And also the links will be shared with you. And also they can be found in the Unit Masters platform. Also introduce yourself in the chat. We would love to know about you. We'd love to hear where you're from, what you're interested in, who you are. Like that's really exciting for us to hear, and also for each other to just like get to know who is in the community. And maybe as well there are some synergies. So if you actually see a person that, oh my God, like they really resonate with what I want to do in this blockchain space, or we have a lot of similar interests, maybe you can connect with them. So you can also utilize this community as a great networking opportunity. Yeah, and also let your friends know, let your colleagues know, share in your social media that you are joining this program, because it can inspire others to as well join this program and to join this token economy. And you are really now the leaders. You're it might be the first people that in your community, in your workplace, that are actually learning about this topic. So you can inspire others, because we believe that this is really going to be the future. And now you're really at the front of learning about the future. And this can be an opportunity for you to inspire others. Okay, so yeah, the link will be shared in a moment to join a study group, and as well as the study group lead form. And this is just the form that I mentioned for you to join the Unit Network. So you essentially have to just follow this link in order to join the platform. And yeah, this is a link to the chat. And also, this is the structure that's actually also posted inside of Unit Masters platform for you to introduce yourself. So you can introduce yourself without the structure, but we do recommend for you to use the structure to introduce yourself in the Telegram chat. Okay, so how are you feeling? Are you excited about the course? Please let us know in the chat. And also, do post that you're attending right now this kickoff ceremony and that you're starting this course using the hashtag Unit Masters. We love seeing students sharing on social media their experiences with us, and it's really, really valuable for your community, because maybe they will learn about this too, and it might bring a lot of value to their lives. So do share it, and please write this right in the chat. Are you excited? How are you feeling about the start of the 6 weeks? Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen now. And now it's also an opportunity to ask some questions. So we have about 10-15 minutes left. So if you still think that, oh, you're not so sure about something, then please do let us know, and we can support you. Also, there will be opportunities to ask questions in the chat later. So yeah. And I'm going to also share some of the forms that were mentioned earlier. Okay, I'm going to share study group leads form. So if you do want to become a study group lead, I'm sharing the form with you now. And also, let's take a picture. So it would be awesome now if every one of you turns on their cameras right now so that we can take a picture and celebrate this cohort, okay? So I'm going to take a picture in 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a picture now on the other screen. So again, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, amazing, amazing. Thank you very much. You can also now just give high fives to each other on the sides of the screen. Hey. Yeah, for really taking this time to come and start this program. Now I'll also give mic to Zach, who is one of the unit core team members.
Hello, good morning, everybody, or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the world. I've been with Unit Masters for over a year now, and I just want to welcome all of you and really give you like encouragement and congratulations for having the courage to start on this journey. Or perhaps some of you have been on this journey for 5 or 10 years. I will say that some of your fellow classmates probably already have businesses in Web3, are accomplished developers, are community managers. So I just want to also reinforce that your study groups and the participants that are taking the course with you are also an incredibly valuable resource for you. You know, I'm positive that at the end of 6 weeks, some of you will end up working with each other on new projects, on joining with others on projects that they're already doing, on adding skills. You know, maybe you're doing copy editing or graphic design for someone. And I want to just give you a little perspective on my journey and on what I went through. So a little over a year ago, I was right where you are. I didn't really know anything about blockchain. I didn't have a wallet, but I was curious. You know, I knew that this new emerging industry was going to affect our future. And I knew that it had the potential to dramatically transform, you know, economics, social models, the way that we view borders, that it had the opportunity to break down discriminations and to unite us in a way that wasn't possible before, right? Do a lot to tokenization, which you'll learn about, and about how communities can have tokens. And really, I want to stress that as we talk about blockchain technology, there's a second component to it. And the second component is the community. And no matter what token you have, that token, it's the strength and value of that token is completely dependent on the strength and value of the community, right? Which really is an opportunity to put power back into the hands of the people in the community that are creating the value, right? And you're going to learn a lot more about this as you hear about the differences between a shareholder economy and a stakeholder economy. But I just want to encourage you, as Vida had already mentioned, that if you can do a little of your own research on Saturday or Sunday before the week starts, if you have a chance to look at, what's coming up this week, what are the topics that are going to be covered, and take a half hour or an hour and just read a couple of the blogs, a couple of the articles, maybe watch a short video, maybe do some research or talk to somebody that you already know. The more orientation you have, the more you'll be able to get out of the speaker talks. And there will be times, like there were for me, when it went over my head. And I'm like listening to somebody and I'm like, I have no idea what this person is talking about. And what you'll notice is if you stick with it, 2 weeks later, you're like, I get it. Now I get it, right? And it's not like studying a classical education, right? Where we have 1,000, 2,000 years of research and papers and accumulation of different philosophies. We're literally talking about something that's emerged in the last 10 to 15 years, right? 20 years. So it's like, whatever you learn today, in 6 months, it's probably going to be different. There's going to be some other advancement. So one thing I would also encourage you is to get into this mentality of continual learning. Like even in this course, I'm sure I'm going to learn more, right? There's going to be speakers that open my mind and I'm going to go, wow, I never thought the blockchain could be used to distribute coffee, right? Or to help finance, micro farmers in Ecuador, whatever it is. So I encourage you to dream. I will say that if you're a brand new person today learning about blockchain and Web3, if you stick with it, if you take a couple of these cohorts, in a year from now, you will be one of the leaders in the industry. You're going to know more than 99% of the other people out there. You're going to be the one that's going to get to help ask the questions that determine the answers we get that are going to shape society as we see it in the future. And I know this sounds like really big things, but trust me, and I know like Agama and Baida and Yip would all agree with me that, and Anka, that we really are at the beginning of something that's going to completely transform society, right? I personally view this as like the same way when we had like the French Revolution, right? And we went from a monarchy to a democracy, and it's a completely new way of thinking about how we're going to organize society. I think that with decentralization, we're at that same point where we're going from centralized government, centralized finance to decentralized models. And I think what this is going to do is one of what UNIT's main mission is to create more wealth equity in the world, to be able to distribute value in a more fair way. So I just want to welcome all of you and say that I'm really happy to be on this journey again with you. And if you have questions, again, all of our team is here for you. And also I encourage you to be here for each other. Like I said, some of the people right here in this room probably know even a lot more than I do. There's really knowledgeable people and help and support each other. So thank you for listening to me for a few minutes. And I look forward to connecting with more of you over the next 6 weeks. So Baida, back to you.
Thank you, Zachary, for your beautiful words. And now it would be amazing to hear from you guys, from our Unit Masters community. So how are you feeling at the moment about the start of the course? Is there something you're not too sure about? Is there something you're nervous about? Or is there something you're particularly excited about? Yeah, so just let us know in the chat. We would love to understand where are you at the moment, and yeah, and what sort of things are you thinking or feeling about the program. So I see the people in the chat saying that they're feeling excited, feeling great, excited to expand the knowledge. And Jordi is also asking, there is a schedule for all of the upcoming sessions. So yes, so as it was mentioned in the presentation, we will have sessions every Thursday and Friday at 3 p.m. Universal Time. And you will be able to see the links to the sessions in the Unit Masters platform. And we will also share over email and over Telegram chats information about the upcoming speakers. so that you will know as well who, not only the topics, but also who is going to be giving the presentation. So that is going to be shared with you. So ensure that you are opening up Unit Masters emails, that you are checking Telegram chats, because all the information is going to be shared there. And then see some people are saying, good to learn new things in the world, new learnings, always exciting. Knees are shaking, but I'm moving forward anyhow. Excited about what I will have achieved in 6 weeks. Dina is saying, that's amazing. Excited for you as well. Happy to be here. Good to learn. Amazing. Really great to see all the excitement from you guys. And yeah, so do we have any kind of further questions, or if you actually, any of you want to open up your microphone and tell a few words as well, we do have a moment for you to do that right now. And if you want to do it, you do have to raise your hand so that we can unmute you. So if you would like to say a few words, please just raise your hand and we will unmute you. Okay, so I guess none of you have raised your hands yet. So yeah, so I guess we can then, actually we have a couple of people that have just raised their hands right now. So first I'm going to give mic to Mark. So Mark, going to meet you now and feel free to share with us.
Okay, brilliant, really excited. Thanks for that introduction. So it looks like it's going to be a fun session. It's great to see how many people are involved in this course. I'm thinking of setting up a study group. How many sessions a week do you have to organise for the study group normally?
So it would be 1 session per week. That's kind of the average and what we recommend. And generally 1 study group session would be between 45 minutes to 60 minutes long.
Okay. And what tends to be the best day to organise it on, in a sense, in relation to the rest of the schedule?
Well, we have seen that most people are doing that on the weekends, but also sometimes in the beginning of the week, so maybe Monday or Tuesday. So most people tend to not do the study group sessions during the speaker session days. Yeah, so but we have had like a diversity, so it really as well depends on the study group members, and yeah, you can just chat with each other and decide what will be the best time for you guys.
Excited, thank you.
Okay, as well, I see that Eric has raised their hand. So thank you very much, Mark, for opening up their microphone and asking your question. And now Eric, who was the study group lead for the last cohorts, is going to share some words with us.
It's okay. Will I say good evening from my region? I don't know the time you are in your region. I want to say I'm excited to join Cohort 12 again, and truly the study groups really help, to understand the course content and of course the assignments and every other thing. And like those that are just joining, I would want to say that Unit Masters actually opened great doors to different opportunities, and I would say I'm one of the beneficiaries, and I'm really grateful to the Unit Masters team. At the study group level, I also want to advise that the excitement with which you join the study group, I want to ask that you keep it up, because maybe after the second week and you encounter a lot of studied materials, one thing or the other may set in or some other assignment, I will want you to keep up the fire burning so that at the end of the 6 weeks, you will have every reason to say thank you to Unit Masters. And bear at the back of your mind that even if this course or the program is free of charge, somebody is paying for it. And I want to advise that let that person be proud that he's paying for something that somebody is really committed to studying and become a literate person in the emerging blockchain economy. So that's just a few things I would like to add to it. So though I'm a little bit slow, but before the next speaker section, most people, I will have gotten most people in my new study group. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Eric. Really appreciate your work that you have so far put into Unit Masters, which are leading amazing study groups. And we're so excited to have you here with us again. And thank you very much for sharing the advices that I think would really benefit a lot of people. And as Zachary mentioned in the chat, if you are going to be a study group lead and you haven't yet, please do make a post on the Telegram chat for Cohort 12, introducing yourself, your study group topic, the daytime of the meeting, and a link to join your study group so that people are aware that your study group is out there. So we do really encourage you guys to promote your study groups in the chat. Okay. I also see Kevin has just raised your hand. So Kevin, the word to you.
Yes, good evening everyone from Kenya. This is Kevin. I basically have one question for that matter. How many exams or tests are we supposed to be taken through on a weekly basis so that at least we end up being steadfast on the course and we ensure that we are actually glued to this course throughout, because some of us like get attention shifted when things are not getting right. So I believe at the end of this course, personally, I'm an avid lover of technology and I'm looking forward to grab as much as I can and make an impact in this new emerging technology, and at least be one of the leading people when it comes to addressing maybe issues to do with exchanges here and there. So how many, or rather what is the time frame for maybe tests that we shall be subjected to, so that we also plan ourselves accordingly based on other activities that we also do. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a good question. So there will be kind of quizzes and different assignments each week, and this information will be found on the Unit Masters platform. Well, the assignments or the quizzes will take a few hours of your week generally, and we will not have any kind of formal exams as such. So there basically will be, the assignments are not going to be graded. So it is going to be more so that for you to do it and to get the form that will, showcase that you have completed the modules. There will not be a requirement to have completed an assignment, but it's really important still that you do complete these assignments, because they are there for a reason, and it's really going to help you to enhance your learning experience. And one of the best ways to actually share the results of your assignments or to do the assignments together is the study groups. So that's as well one of the big reasons to join a study group, to really support you with doing your assignments. Okay. Do we have any more things to share, or you can also just introduce yourself if you want, and then I see Nana as well has raised a hand. So Nana, over to you.
Good evening, madam. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Madam, my question is, does this blockchain require knowledge of programming or complex mathematics? Or simply I can understand it?
Thank you, Nana, for the question. So essentially, this program is designed to be completely non-technical. So you don't need to have any kind of programming expertise in order to join. So there will be some little bit of kind of content there that will be explaining how blockchain works from like the technical point of view, but we're not going to go deep into technical stuff, and you don't need to have any technical or mathematics background in order to successfully go through the program. So yeah, that's how it works.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
I just want to say, it's a great question. Thank you for asking. I came in with the knowledge that like blockchain was for developers and people who coded and mathematicians, and I was pleasantly surprised to find that everything that we have in Web 2, whether it's a translator, a writer, a photographer, like all of those people are also going to be needed in Web 3. That just because we're going on to blockchain doesn't mean that we don't need a community manager. It doesn't mean that we don't need someone to write an article, right? So, you're still going to need somebody to do sales. You're going to still need somebody to do your marketing. So whatever skill that you have outside of blockchain is transferable when you come into Web3, right? So I just wanted to mention that and say, I think you'll all be pleasantly surprised to find that, there's a place for every one of you moving into Web3.
Thank you, Zachary, for sharing. This is actually really important, and there's a lot of narrative around this kind of Web3 and blockchain ecosystem that you need to be a technical person in order to join, but that's very true that there is a place for everyone, and whether you are a UX designer, whether you are a community manager, a marketeer, a copywriter, whatever that skill set is, there will be opportunities. Because this ecosystem needs a wide diversity of people to flourish. And now I'll give the mic to the last person who just raised her hand. So Shayla, I'm going to unmute you.
Yes, good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here. Although I've taken the course a few times, but I never completed it. I am dedicated now to completing it, okay, with intentions. And my question is, the last time I was with Unit Masters, I noticed that we had to connect to a near wallet, but this time I noticed it's a unit wallet. Can you explain the differences? And also, is it possible to enable the save in the chat? Because there are a lot of links, and sometimes I refer back to those links.
Okay, so that's a really good question. And yeah, first of all, it's amazing that you've come back to Cohort 12 to complete the program. And regarding the wallet, yes, last time we did have near for you guys to make the certificates, and but we also asked people to create near sort of unit wallets too, so on unit network. So actually we had both, and this time as well we're going to have unit network, and we would also ask you to create your wallets there. But in addition to that, you're also going to have certificates minted on another blockchain this time, but we will be sharing with you tutorials and all the information about that during the next weeks. So we're still kind of finalizing the details, but this time it's not going to be on here. So
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you everyone for coming today. If you have any further questions, then please just drop them in the chat, cohort 12 student chat, and we will happily answer your questions. So again, the Unit Masters platform is going to open just in a moment for module 1. So you will be already able to start learning. So we encourage you to join a study group, to go to the Unit Masters platform, look through the different articles, videos that are there, to prepare for the speaker sessions that are happening on Thursday and Friday. Please do put these sessions into your calendars so that you don't miss them. And in the case you will not be able to attend a session, the recordings are going to be available for you to watch on the platform and also later on our YouTube channels. So thank you everyone for attending. We're really grateful to have you here with us, and we really wish you all the best for the next 6 weeks of your journey. Thank you, and have a good day or evening ahead of you. Bye-bye.